Listen, man, you guys dropped Big 3 again. This is a new season. I remember you famously made an offer to Caitlyn Clark, but what about Angel Reese? You think she could ball out? You know, she's pretty solid.
They didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese, so I don't know if we can make that. I don't know if we can make that same offer. She's a great player. You know, the thing with Caitlyn Clark, it was just to unlock millions of dollars for the league because of her stardom.
Ice Cube just said Angel Reese isn't worth $5 million. Wait, what? That's the shocker rocking women's basketball right now, as fans are torn between outrage and agreement. But what if this wasn't about Reese's skills at all? What if Caitlyn Clark's $5 million offer exposed an uncomfortable truth about marketability in sports? Let's break down why this controversy could redefine how women athletes are valued and why Angel Reese might actually come out stronger because of it. What makes Caitlyn Clark so valuable that Ice Cube wanted to bet $5 million on her? To answer that, you have to look at one key fact. Caitlyn Clark didn't just play college basketball, she turned it into a must-watch event.
It's all smart moves. I see you that's what you do. Yeah.
Well, person.
This is the new season. What are you most excited for? Like, you know, maybe some new players or some new opportunities?
Yeah.
I see. So, maybe an adjusted amount?
I think we can make that same offer because it won't have the same impact to the league. Got some great players, you know, Lance Stevenson, Dwight Howard. It's great. Wesley Johnson's been great. Montrezl Harrell been great. You know, the league has been, it's been must-see TV.
Her games at the University of Iowa drew record-breaking numbers, with some broadcasts rivaling ratings for NBA matchups. We're talking more than 9 million viewers tuning in for the NCAA championship game. That's not just a statistic, it's a phenomenon. When was the last time you heard about college women's basketball dominating primetime like that? It wasn't just people watching from home. Arenas sold out whenever Clark stepped on the court, and not just in Iowa. Fans showed up in droves to see her nail impossible three-pointers and dish no-look assists. And here's the kicker. Companies saw this and flocked to her. Ice Cube's league isn't just about showcasing talent, it's about drawing eyes. And Caitlyn Clark proved she could do that on a massive scale.
Beginning of the season to now, you shot 31% in May, 46% in June, and right now you're shooting 56%.
Woo! Yeah. The game is like completely calmed down for me, slowed down for me, and now like it's me. It's like me against anybody else. Like that's just how I feel right now. I'm just figuring it out. Trial and error. Don't feel like I was as focused on my game, specifically trying to figure things out so fast and not giving myself grace, and I feel like I was rushing everything.
Some argue it's all about her skill set. Sure, Clark's game is explosive. She's a scorer, a playmaker, and the kind of competitor who can take over at any moment. But is that really why she got this massive offer? Let's look at what corporate sponsors had to say. According to some reports, sponsors saw Clark as having a rare blend of on-court ability and off-court charisma. One unnamed executive even noted, she's a brand's dream, dynamic, relatable, and exciting to watch. People want to root for her. In other words, she didn't just bring her game, she brought her audience. This is where the conversation gets tricky. Was this offer about skill, or was it really about tapping into her marketability? Ice Cube didn't exactly shy away from leaning into the financial upside. In fact, sources close to the deal suggested this wasn't just about investing in Clark as a player. It was about banking on her ability to bring millions in revenue to the league's future. Interesting, isn't it? You know what's also interesting? Subscribing to the channel and liking the video. But if Caitlyn Clark's $5 million deal was all business, where does that leave Angel Reese in this equation?
There are also so many clips going around online of Caitlyn Clark before the game signing hundreds and hundreds of autographs. And I guess Ryan Ruocco actually said that Caitlyn Clark signed over 200 autographs. I do have to shout out Kelsey Mitchell because Kelsey Mitchell became the first player in franchise history to score 35 plus points in less than 30 minutes of action in the game against the Chicago Sky. Now, I will say, although all of us were anticipating the great Angel versus Caitlyn matchup, or if you are an Angel Reese fan watching her play on Barbie night in Chicago,
could Ice Cube's snub actually help Angel Reese in the long run? At first glance, it might not seem like it. Angel Reese is a champion, an absolute powerhouse when it comes to dominating the court. After all, she led LSU to an NCAA title in 2023. 2023, capturing the attention of millions with her fiery confidence and game-changing performances. But here's the problem. When it came down to the $5 million offer, Ice Cube didn't see her as the same marketing juggernaut as Caitlyn Clark, and fans, let's just say they weren't too thrilled about it. Social media lit up after the news broke. Supporters of Reese called Ice Cube's decision a slap in the face and questioned whether this was another example of disregard for black women in sports. The emotions were raw, with some fans pointing out that Reese had an incredible season while breaking barriers with her bold attitude and unapologetic personality, but others argued or admitted it wasn't just about basketball, it was about marketability, and that's where Reese's critics start to make their case.
I think so many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is.
Statistically, Reese is a beast. During her college run, she racked up double-doubles like they were nothing and made game-winning plays that silenced her doubters. On paper, she has the skills to warrant any major offer, but when you shift the conversation to off-the-court impact, the reality changes. Reese's huge presence and confident approach, while respected, haven't translated into the kind of consistent mainstream appeal or sponsor magnetism brands crave. Sponsors look at more than just stats. They look at who can fill seats, attract advertisers, and build connections. Caitlyn Clark, with her massive reach and crossover fan base, fit that mold perfectly. This whole debate goes deeper though. It raises bigger questions about the WNBA's revenue streams and its ability to capitalize on its stars' success. If Ice Cube's move was about long-term profit and not talent, it might push the WNBA to rethink their financial strategies altogether. So what's the bigger picture here? This isn't just about Reese or Clark, it's about the future of women's basketball.
Got to give him a shot. You know, it's not about what I think, it's about, you know, him execute for sure.
Yeah, it's getting a little testy. I saw some of those guys going at it. Mark Walters, do you think he could change the Lakers page like he did with the Dodgers?
You know, he was able to execute with the Dodgers, so I'm confident he can execute with the Lakers, so we'll see.
Ice Cube's decision shines a spotlight on an uncomfortable truth. Marketability matters as much as skill in professional sports. Angel Reese's dominance on the court wasn't enough to outweigh Caitlyn Clark's ability to draw packed arenas and millions of viewers. This isn't just about two players. It reveals how women's basketball is judged and marketed. If anything, this controversy might be the catalyst the sport needs to evolve. Imagine if this sparks a conversation about improving exposure and equity in women's basketball. Now, the real question is, will the WNBA take this wake-up call seriously and redefine its value system?